So before I begin this video today, I would like to get three things very clear. One, I am very well aware of how Steam is superior to pretty much every other game launcher out there. Two, I am also aware of how bare bones the Epic Game Store is. And three, I am not endorsing or promoting the Epic Game Store. I am only giving you my point of view with research that I will link in the description. And with that being said, let's catch up on the situation. Now, I'm sure most of you are well aware that Borderlands 3 is an Epic Games exclusive for a year on PC. Yeah, it's kinda lame, but that's how capitalism works, right? These exclusivity deals are the main reason why fans of those games tend to review bomb the living hell out of previous titles on Steam, since Epic doesn't even have all the games in the series on their platform. In fact, their policy on reviews is kind of a controversy in itself. Say what you will about review bombing, I personally think it shames the previous release games that did nothing wrong, but it does work and it does get the attention of game publishers. Fans feel ignored when they tell the publishers what they want and have that feedback go completely disregarded when the publishers do these exclusivity deals. Review bombing seems like the only way to get their attention, and it works, but it doesn't always resolve the issue, but it still works. Anyway, now without that all the way, let me finally explain my point of view. I'm fairly new to PC gaming. I mean, I started off with a Wii and then to an Xbox 360 and eventually to an Xbox One and now the Xbox One S. I still use it to play with most of my friends, but it wasn't until I started making content that I realized that I really needed a PC. And to be honest, I actually just built my first PC not too long ago. On top of that, the only game launcher I really ever use is Steam. Steam, I mean, it has the fundamental and basic features to be an acceptable platform. It has a store, it has deals with games, a review system, forums, friends, VR, offline playing, etc. I mean, the store, it's similar to the Xbox store and even better, and I greatly appreciate it. But this also is why people don't like the Epic Game Store. But let's just put that aside for a second, and let's just say the only reason you would ever use the Epic Game Store was just to play Borderlands 3. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? I mean, you just buy game and now you play game. Simple as that. Who cares how bare bones it is if the only way you're gonna ever use it is just to play Borderlands 3? Well, you may experience some issues because Borderlands 3 is also very popular because of its co-op features. Features like friends list, crossplay, and they're just a must-have. I mean, at the time I'm writing the script, I have no idea how the Epic Games Store handles crossplay between their launcher and Steam. Turns out it's actually not even implemented. According to Steam themselves, they won't be implementing cross-platform parties and matchmaking until Q3 through 4 of 2019, which should be around the time that Borderlands 3 is released on Epic. But that leaves Borderlands 3's ability to cross-platform between Epic and Steam unavailable for a year as well. Who knows how reliable it would be? I mean, it's not like they're gonna throw a beta at us and expect us, hey, but you can't play it on Steam, but we're gonna expect you to, try it out. Maybe it might work. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure everyone knows that features as big as these always work at launch. Not. I'm hoping that Epic users and Steam users will be able to smoothly cross-platform. Ironically, these issues are usually reserved between Windows, Linux, and Mac users, and now it's a game launcher issue. Thanks, Epic. And let's just say you can't cross-platform, or say it's extremely buggy even a year after it's introduced. At that point, why the hell would you even buy it on Epic? I mean, Borderlands can be played solo, but I always found it best playing with friends, unless you're farming for Numkin Herald, obviously. I mean, to that point, if the cross-platform is not immaculate and perfect in every way, I'm sure Epic is clearly still inferior. Sure, you have to wait a year to play Borderlands 3 on Steam, but that's a year of bug fixes, stability improvements, DLC, and overall game improvement. Buying a game a year after launch will help you determine if it's still worth your time and money, and if the game even aged well. So here's my verdict. If and only if the Epic Game Store has perfect crossplay with Steam on Windows, Mac, and Linux, it will be justifiable. If not, then I'd wait for the Steam launch. And even if Steam is new to Linux and Windows cross-platform, so I'm still a bit skeptical. I thought PC gaming was about having a universal platform, but people tend to prefer Mac or Linux over Windows. Hey, people have their own opinions and tastes. So a game launcher could bridge those gaps. Back in 2010, Valve announced Steam for Mac, and games would support Mac and PC crossplay and online play. but Epic having exclusivity over a game that isn't even their own, that will be sold on an inferior launcher with a lack of customer expression and feedback is a huge disappointment. And that pretty much wraps up this video. Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I am a new channel and I will take all feedback into great consideration for upcoming videos. I will even give your comment a shout out. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!